What's going on, guys? All right, and so people have been requesting live trades and, entries, exits, and what have you. Okay, so coming over onto the Binance platform, it's a new thing for me, and it's going to take a little bit of adjusting, but I'm trialing out various things with the platform itself. Okay, so as you can see right now, we have got Ethereum. Now, I took a trade this morning, well, earlier on today, purely on the principle of this W formation that has played out. Okay, so here was my entry. I'm going to show you on the 5 minute time frame where we're at. All right then, so my understanding of this current move, okay, what I decided to see was I saw this, effectively this W formation play. All right, got the rise up, bring it back down. Actually, I hope I've got path on here. Have I got path on here? No. Brush. Where is it? No, it's not on here. Is it down here? No, doesn't matter. Anyway, so we've got the W formation playing out here. All right. Now, I started building my position here. All right. So similar to the PC Shed strategy. Built my entry here. And then I took the retrace and started to take advantage of being able to add a few more positions. Okay. Now, this is on cross, by the way, 100x. All right. The 50 and the 200 are effectively crossing over in this point here. I was using the 200 EMA as the support of this zone. Now, if I bring over to you what's actually happening with Ethereum as a whole, I mean, well, got all sorts all happening over here. All right. Let me just close this. So, bring on the 15-minute time frame. Here we go. So my conviction for this move, okay, you can see how price has come out of the zone. Stopping volume started here, okay. My eyes were glued to the screen. I'm getting ready for a change. 3 pins to the low. Price comes out. I wait for the first break, okay, and that's when I effectively built my position on Binance, which was achieved here, okay. Now, price pulls back to the 50 EMA, but doesn't touch it, but finds support at the 13. Price closes above the 13 EMA, as you can see right here. Yep, 13 EMA. When the 13 EMA crosses over the 50, that's a good strength. It's a good sign that price is going to move in the desired direction. All right. Price now has come to the projection point that I anticipated by understanding the market makers building longs at lower prices. So she's come back into that zone. She is in sight for the high ADR, okay? Now, looking at the position itself, okay, my margin was 87, 2.94%, and that's my return so far, okay? Which is not bloody bad, okay? Now, I have used pretty much the majority of the position on the leverage as such, but my liquidation is 1,827. That's going to be, oh my God, that would invalidate everything. All right. But right now, I'm just waiting for her to hit this projection point up here. All right. We have got the 800 EMA in sight, which is very interesting on the time frame that we are on, which is the 5 minute time frame. Drop it down to the 15-minute time frame. What do we see? We see the 200 EMA right there, which is very important. We're just coming out of a new 1 hour candle, okay? But this is what I'm trying to get to you guys, okay? The power of understanding the pattern and the cycle, right? They're coming out of the zone. What were the clues? The clues were simple. Stopping volume started to appear down here. Market makers had trapped the retail trader to the downside. Didn't allow them to go any lower, took out their stops. Gave them another chance, brought price back down, trapped them again. Sent price all the way back to the 50, gave the guys who missed out on the move down here hope that price was going to continue down to the downside. Allows them to realize a profit. They open shorts, 50-day is obviously rejection. That's how they translate it. They then induce climatic volume. They got everyone committed when this big red candle rejected the 5 and the 13. Bang, got them trapped. Then it starts to get busy. They spike the low. The retail trader's thinking, yeah, man, I've got it. The short, I missed out on this move, or I got stopped out on the way back up, But now I'm back in, happy days, let's load up. So the market maker facilitates that. Bang, spikes the low. He then opens his candle, does it again, but then brings price all the way back. Okay, he's got the retail trader scared. He's thinking, it's okay. It's probably having a little break before it continues to the downside. One more attempt, happy days. Final attempt, bang, taps the low, pulls it away. But what do you see? Pin to the low, pin to the low, pin to the low. 3 is a magic number. And then what happens? Shift out the zone. Price comes up from the 50 EMA, confirms it, pulls back, continuation to the upside, pattern is formed. This is where my entry was based. If you look on Binance, there's my entry point right there. Pulls back, continuation to the upside. Nice little entry point right there. Okay. Now we're just going to see how this plays out. So I'll talk you through my mental process right now, guys. At this point here, I was looking at the 1 minute time frame and I was effectively saying to myself, right, okay, what is going on here? Now, when I trade off the 1 minute time frame, you can appreciate how, you know, the swings and the roundabouts of what happens on the chart. Okay. But I saw effectively a very small W formation here, but also could have been tricked into believing that this was an M pattern. But can you still trade it? Of course you can. Okay. But notice when price came back down here and formed the support, all right, from that point there, that is when I started building the position to try and get as much liquidity as I can into the position. Now, is it overextended? Sorry, should I say, have I used too much of my size? Probably, but my exposure is very minimal, man. I mean, look, 2.92%. If I've understood this correctly, all right, I had what, $1,300 in here, $1,400, all right, and you know, I've used what, $86, $87 across. All right, people use isolated, you know, I'm trying in between. I think that is a bloody good rate of return, you know, and I've had minimal drawdown, to be honest with you. But look, price is coming out of the zone. When you're able to capitalize on moves like this, all right, that I literally got this on the turn, you know, started here. I actually entered long on the break here. I set a limit order, it hit it, came back down, spiked to the high. When it spiked to the high, I effectively waited and I started building my position here, okay? And then that's when it brought it down for me and I waited, and then yippee-ki-yay. Price comes above the 5 and the 13 and the 50, rise, retrace, continuation to the upside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see where we are at, because we are approaching the average daily range. Should I really consider closing this right now? I'm finding resistance at the 200 EMA. We may have one more push to the upside. Bitcoin itself is showing me what? Yeah, Bitcoin's pulling back from the 200 EMA. It's near its range daily high in sight. So I ideally need to be managing this position accordingly. Now, obviously yeah, I think I'm going to get out so I don't lose any money off the table. Okay, so I'm going to put a limit. I'll put a limit here, 2185. I'm going to close all my position, put the limit in play. There you go, done. Happy days. That was my exit right there. There you go. Now we wait for the next move. I'm expecting the retrace back down. Yeah? Now, I hope that's helped you guys. I mean, this is my first attempt on the whole story. So, great. I'm happy with that. I mean, when I'm looking at this, I'm trying to work out how it all bloody works. But there we go. 163 USDT, 11 right there. So what do I understand that as? Yeah, good news. Happy days. Look at that for a fee. Very minimal. Happy days. I hope that helps. I mean, look, yeah, pullback is happening. So this is going to be a series of videos that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be documenting these trades. I'm going to be trying to effectively grow this account. All right, growing it and just see where we get with it. You know, because that's what's really going to be fun about this. All right. So thank you very much, and I'll keep you posted on the next few trades. Peace. Okay, so what I've done now is I've opened another short, all right, at limit. We're going to see how this plays out. Could anticipate another retrace back to the high and then continuation to the downside. All right, so we're going to see how this plays out. On trading view, my reasoning for that is I am witnessing a candle sharp sell-off, railroad tracks happening at the highs right there. All right, price could effectively come back down to this point here is where I would like her to go, but we will only know when it happens. So I will keep you posted on the development of this trade. So that's how I've decided. I mean, I don't understand how this really works, but I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. You know, the boomer moment may actually happen, but we'll see how it plays out. We will see if it works or not. All right. So I'll keep you posted on this. See you in a sec. Okay. So what we got here, you can see now Ethereum is now starting to break down. Basis of this entry on the 1 minute time frame is we can see that there is effectively, where is my stuff, man? Here we go. We are in the presence of what would be deemed as a head and shoulders formation, which is, as always, a variation of an M pattern. All right. Now you can see how she's starting to move down aggressively. All right. We are expecting a retrace back to this point in the chart. So I'm just going to bring up the trading view right there. That's my next projection zone right there for Ethereum on the pullback. All right. So Ethereum has been behaving herself, to say the least. You know, W formation has come out of the zone. She's now pulling back. It's on the 5 minute time frame. We look on the 15 minute time frame. What do we see? We see the rejection at the 200, which is the 50 EMA on the hourly. All right. So when price comes out of a formation, what do we expect? We expect the retrace back. Okay. This retrace, in theory, should be the formulation of a level 1. However, that's on the 15 minute time frame. When we jump to the 1 hour time frame, all right, we haven't gone above the 50 EMA yet. If anything, we've tapped it and now we're pulling back. Okay. Remember, the 15 minute time frame is going to show you a few more cycles. It's going to have more cycles than the actual hourly. They're smaller time frame cycles, and you trade them as smaller time frame cycles. Okay. Jump down to the 1 minute time frame. What do we see? Price coming there. You can see it. Just get rid of that box. Yeah. Notable volume coming in at the highs, not going anywhere, building shorts at the highest possible price, getting ready for price to drop. Okay. She is at the 50 EMA right now. So we look at our position. We look at what we got. Yep, 12.83, happy days. Nice little earner. Remember, I'm just building this account slow and steady because this is how we do it. I could execute, 150 trades in a day if need be. Okay. But this is just to show you guys about trades, exits and entries, just so you guys can garner, how I effectively get in and out of trades. Now, just remember, guys, okay, just because I've traded on the basis of this head and shoulders little M formation doesn't mean that the next time you see it's going to work for you. Please be cautious. All right. I'm doing this purely to educate you guys and help you understand how this game works. Okay. So we can see now the 50 looks like it's a nice little support. All right. We will only know if she comes back over this area here. All right. So I'm going to see how this plays out, and I will come back to you in a short moment. Okay, yo. All right. So it looks like Ethereum now has broken past what we expected her to do. You can see now that they're starting to get a little bit busy. On the 1 minute time frame, I'm anticipating the pull back down to the 200 EMA. which is going to recover a previous zone, which is right here. Drop down to the 5-minute time frame. We are expecting another move. Right, there you go. That's the near-term point right there. So to break down this actual move that has happened, all right, we are in the presence of yesterday's high, all right? Now, you can see that that was the strength from yesterday's high as a resistance point was valid. And you've got the railroad tracks that are appearing here. This red candle appearing just to trigger the stops for the guys who have been going long. Remember, market makers are building shorts at the highest possible price. All right. And they start opening those shorts and start building longs as well at the same time. All right. If we look at the 15-minute time frame, what do we see? We effectively see, yeah, clear rejection at the 50 EMA on the 1 hour, which is the 15-minute 200 EMA. All right. We are at the pivot point. That's very important. We need to be paying attention to that situation right there. Price is now looking, it's starting to be a bit staggered in my opinion. So here we go. You can see how they're pumping lower. They want to see it lower, spiking the low, bringing it back. But look how aggressive Ethereum's getting right now. She's going to come into like a free zone right now. Happy days. Nice little move to the downside. What's our return right now? Okay, so 31% on our initial margin of what we entered. I mean, why can't you grow accounts on that principle? Do you really need to be blowing your monies and going all out? I mean, if I understand what I'm doing correctly, am I like full leverage? I don't know. I understand that if it's a green figure, then that's fine. If liquidation point is all the way up to 2,500, that's fine. I'm on a cross. I've got a fixed amount of money. Happy days. That's what I understand about it. I don't know if I can change anything to give me more exposure. I don't know. But I'm comfortable with what's going on here. And this is how you effectively grow accounts. All right. Look, nice little pump to the downside. Is she recovering that previous zone? Let me bring it back down to the 5-minute. Okay, you can see that we're coming back into that zone. 1 minute time frame. Drop down to that. See what we got here. There you go. This is obviously for a bigger projection. I need those there, but you can see how she looks to, she's trying to come back down. Let me just move this. So yeah, she's now testing the pivot point on the 1 minute time frame. You should see some notable volume coming into this. If I look at this on the MT4, I'm effectively going to be in the presence of a retrace right there. Drop down to the 1 minute time frame on there. Where are we at? Right there. Notable volume coming in at the 50 EMA right there. Okay. Usually when you see price breaking the 50 EMA with notable volume, it's a sign that they want to trend towards the downside. I'm going to look at the TDI as well, see what we can see on there. Yeah, you can see it's coming out outside the volatility band. Drop onto the 5 minute time frame. What do you see? Price coming back down from the market base, hit the volatility band right there. Okay. And now she's working towards, the lower band of the volatility. All right. Bringing it onto the 15-minute time frame. What do we see? Shark fin appearing at the high. All right. RSI needs to cross below the signal line for effectively a valid move to the downside, a confirmed move to the downside. All right. But we're expecting this, guys. Look, this is a small W formation. Price rises out of the zone, hits the M3, which is in line with the 200 EMA. Okay. And then we've got the pull back down. 5 EMA is the signal. If you were in a long right now, your 5 EMA touch right there would effectively be your exit point. Okay. If price closes below the 5 EMA in this session right now, okay, then it effectively would be your close. Okay. So bringing it back up to trading view, what do we see? Oh, nice little snap back in price. Okay. Happy days. Bring up my exit entry right there. That 35% return on that, I don't see why there's a problem in actually closing this. Small consistent gains, that's what we're looking for. Could we see price go down lower? Most likely, but I'm not a greedy guy. So I'm going to go limit. 1217. I might get a little bit greedy. Nah, I'm getting out. 2167. 21. Okay, close it all. 100, limit, see where we at. Or I'll just get out much sooner. See if I can get out sooner. Yeah, I'm going to get out much sooner than that. Yeah, because I'll be leaving money on the table then. Where's my price at? 2182. Oh God. Surely that should have closed. Huh? I'm just gonna close everything. There you go. Happy days. Okay, cool. So, do you see what I mean? That's the purpose of what I'm trying to get across to you guys. All right. You can see a couple of boomer moments right there. But this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be building the account slowly but surely. I'm going to be documenting the whole thing so you guys are aware and get an insight into how I actually trade. Now, this is new territory for me, guys. You know, this is like, whoa, Binance, completely different platform. I'm used to this stuff right here. Yeah, where I just buy and sell. That's it. Nothing else. Okay, what's up, guys? So I've decided to take another long, making one last attempt to move to the upside. We've got 10 minutes until the final hour, okay? And I thought I'd go long, just a little bit of a position, just to see and probe where we are at. If she pulls back, I'm going to look to add one more position just to max out what I can use on this move right now. I'm looking at the higher time frames, and she looks like she wants to take out the 200 EMA on the 15-minute time frame. A lot of strength coming into that. I'm going to make another position. Go 90. Drop the positions there, 2. And then go long right there. Limit has been hit. Okay, happy days. Let's see how this plays out. So this is what you got to understand, guys. You just got to be quick with the dead. Like, you know, you have to understand the general structure of what's going on with price at certain points in time. Yeah, we've got a nice little W formation here. But the thing is, when we're operating on the 1 minute time frame, guys, you know, anything can happen. You've got to be quick. Right? So you had an M formation right there. Pattern appears at the 50 EMA. 5 and the 13 are crossing upwards. Happy days. Let's make our move to the upside. Are we going to confirm price above the 200? Here we go. We've got the average daily range high in sight up there. So let's see how this move to the upside plays out. She needs to come out of this zone here. Here we go. Nice move to the upside. I'm going to put a limit at 2.2. I mean, that is a big area right now. Oh, nice little pump there. It's 9 minutes until the final hour. They are really pushing out of this zone. Really got the M3 in sight. Could potentially take that. Come into the previous session in Sydney as well. Looking on MT4, what are we seeing? Ethereum has come back to the projection zone that we anticipated. Average daily range high, which is the range daily high. That could be the near-term projection. 2219. Drop back down to this. We see where we are with our position. Nice little trade there. Happy days. Just took a little loss on a short. And now I'm back in again on a long. So what I mean, you have to have no conviction. No, don't be married to a trade. You know, do not be married to a trade. Get in, get out. Fast in, fast out. That's what we go by. This is the basis of our move. What triggered me to go into this position? Simple. Look, drop down to the 1 minute time frame. Here we go. What do we see? We see W formation appearing at this area here. You got red candle, green candle. If you looked at that Excel sheet, you would have seen this pattern, okay, and understood what was going on. Notable volume stepping in. They want to get out of this zone, okay? Average daily range high in sight, range daily high in sight. So we'll see how this plays out. Should I take some money off the table? I think I'm going to take some money off the table. I'm going to put a limit in at 2204 because I'm not going to be greedy. Close everything at 2204. Close the whole thing. Shebang. Limit. Let's see where we at. Here we go. Come on. Where you at? Coming towards the final hour. 7 more minutes until. I might even just close the trade. Get rid of it. I'm looking to get rid of the trade. 2195. There you go. I have no conviction to stay in the trade any more than I need to. Yeah, don't need to stay in it any longer than I need to. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Happy days.